Hello, my friends, and welcome. This is Wendy with Love and Stampin', and I am thrilled that you're here with me today. We are going to be doing some stuff with the Abstract Beauty Suite. Now, this suite of products comes with a bundle, some ephemera set, some envelopes here with card bases, and you also get the beautiful hexagon embellishments. So here I'm just showing you kind of all of what comes in this suite. Now, something Stampin' UP does that is fairly new that they just started doing in the last few years is they do suites where you can just purchase all the items using one item number. And so that is what I'm showing you today is all the goodies that you will get. You'll also get this paper. It's a beautiful suite of products. Now, if you, by the way, the links for all of these are in the description below the video. There's a link that says measurements and project sheet, measurements and supplies. That's what it says. Click that link. It'll take you to my blog where there are photos along with a project sheet for the fun fold card we're going to do today. And it has a supply list there as well. So if you go to order the suite and for some reason it's not available, it's probably just because one of the items out of the suite isn't available. Isn't this card pretty? So I'm going to be showing you several samples today. We're going to do 8, I think there's 8 total samples, maybe 9 total samples in this video. There's sample number 1. We have to count that one. And then we're going to make a card here. And then we're going to make another card at the end. So stick with me because we're making all kinds of stuff. I'm showing you all kinds of stuff. We're busy. We got lots to do. So the fun thing about this Abstract Beauty paper is you really can go in a lot of different directions when you are designing with it, as with the dies as well. You can see here, I'm trying to decide exactly which items I want to cut and what shapes I want to cut and how I'm going to use them and formulating an idea in my mind. So when you have the card bases that are kind of already prepped for you, it's pretty easy to just throw together some die cuts and other pieces of paper. These pieces of paper here that you're seeing, the Abstract Beauty paper is 4x6. So it's not your traditional 6x6 or 12x12 pack. It comes in a 4x6 pack and there's a ton of paper in it. It's a really thick pack of paper. And then there's this ephemera pack, which has all these really cool little die cut pieces that are already cut and ready for you to use. Some of them are vellum with the gold emboss on them. And then some of them are little, they almost look like stickers, but you have to add your own adhesive. So I'm just deciding here how exactly I want this card to come together, what I want to use on it, what stamps I want to use, and kind of just going through the creative process. So usually I don't have a video on Thursdays. You might be thinking, why is there a video out on Thursday? Usually my videos are on Saturdays and then I do a live video on Tuesdays. Every once in a while, you're going to be seeing videos from me on Thursdays. This is just when I have something extra I want to share with you above and beyond my regular schedule. I'm partnering with Tracy Bish in Australia to do this video because she also created projects using the Abstract Beauty suite. And our idea was if we both use the suite and we both create projects, you would love seeing everything we had to create, and it might make you realize that you need to have the Abstract Beauty suite in your life. I know sometimes looking through a catalog, it's hard to decide if it's something that you are really going to like. And so by seeing other people create with it, you can make that decision that way. So here I'm just stamping the Hello Beautiful sentiment with Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I stamped the little X's on the other one there a minute ago. And this piece with the black around it that I just set down, that's from the ephemera pack that comes in this suite. And then the white die cut is just a die cut from the the dies in this suite. So here I'm just going to add this little piece of designer series paper right down on the base. This is cut at 3x4, and the rest of them are die cut pieces that I'm going to add down, and then this card's going to be finished. One of the things I want to mention is I created all of these cards for a card swap. I love doing card swaps, and many of you have asked me how you can get involved in card swaps. So I'm going to tell you that if you like doing card swaps, you want to be a demonstrator, because Stampin' Up! Demonstrators do card swaps all the time. But you don't have to be a demonstrator that sells anything or does this as a business. You can 100% do this as a hobby and discount shop, but still be involved in all the card swaps that go on. So if that's something you're interested in, there is a link below the video where you can purchase the starter kit from me. There's many other benefits besides card swaps to being a demonstrator. But if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. The starter kit's $99 plus tax, and you get to choose $125 in product to put in your kit, plus 2 free stamp sets. So it's a really good deal to purchase it right now. Okay, so back to this suite of products. You could put this whole suite in your starter kit. And here I'm just going and adding some random little extra pieces on the inside, X's here with that die cut that was left over that I didn't use on the front, and this card is finished. Isn't it cute? It's just very abstract, thus the Abstract Beauty suite, right? So simple, fun, easy to put together, and then there's a beautiful envelope that coordinates with it. And here's another sample. So now we're up to 2 samples. And then I have just a quick clip here to show you all the other ones I created. So that's the one we just did together. And then I've got this one that uses a bunch of the stuff from the ephemera pack and that twine. And this one. And I love this one. First of all, you're amazing. And this is my favorite one, using the hexagon dies from this suite. So every single thing you're seeing here only uses products from the Abstract Beauty suite. It's not using anything else. Now, for this card, it's the easiest fun fold card in the world. Okay? There is no easier fun fold card, in my opinion, than this one. You start with a piece of cardstock at 5.5 by 8.5, and then you score it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. This makes a Z fold card. The Z fold card, in my opinion, is the most classic, like simple, easy go-to fun fold that there is. It still provides this fun little effect when your recipient pulls it out of the envelope, but it's so super simple and easy to make. Anybody could do it, I promise you. So I have a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock, and it is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'm going to adhere it down to the inside of this card. And I know it looks like I'm moving really slow all of a sudden, but the other video was sped up. So this piece is Misty Moonlight, cut at 2 inches by 5 3/8. I had to think about that for a second. No. Yes, 5 3/8. And we're going to adhere it to the front part. And then we have a piece of designer series paper, and it is cut at 5 1/4 by 1 7/8 of an inch. So then this is going to go on the front as well. And this paper is from that Abstract Beauty. The die cuts I used today, those hexagons, those are from the Abstract Beauty. The basic white cardstock and Misty Moonlight is not. You have to, that's a separate deal. You would have to have those. Now this is a little tip I wanted to show you. You can put your little magnet in your Stamparatus tool and use it as like a buffer from the edge if you have stamps that you want to stamp off the edge of. So we're using Blushing Bride, Just Jade, and Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to take my Blushing Bride and ink up the bottom blob. I don't really know what to call that. It's not really an image, it's just a blob. The Just Jade's going to go on the top, and then I Miss Your Face Sentiment is going to get inked up with Misty Moonlight. So this is one of the things I love about the Stamparatus is that you can stamp multiple images all at one time. And if you're creating for a card swap, which this was, I did use a card swap for this, use this for a card swap, then you can do lots of images all at once. And that just makes my little heart happy, happy, happy. So the next thing I want to do is add some of the little X's and arrows on those little blobs. So I'm using my second Stamparatus plate to do that. And then I was able to make like, I think I made 9 or 10 of these cards. I can't remember now. 8. I made 8 of them. I made 8 of these cards really quickly using my Stamparatus because I was able to just continually do that stamping over and over super fast. So the front of this card is going to say hello beautiful, and I'm stamping in that cute little hexagon on basic white thick cardstock. And then using my little images from the stamp set to create the kind of like little, I don't know what you call these, the little abstract images. And we're sticking with that Blushing Bride, Just Jade, and Misty Moonlight combo. Well, I only have a few minutes left with you, so I don't have time for story time today. And I know whenever I don't have story time, people get very irritated, but rest assured, I will be back with story time on Saturday. For those of you who have been asking, yes, our shower is working perfectly. It is all fixed and it's working great, and I'm very happy and pleased about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go back and watch one of the videos from last week where I talk about our shower crisis. Okay, so here I'm just adding adhesive to one side of this hexagon. So it definitely is awesome that there's 2 points. So I just know not to put any adhesive past those 2 points to the right, because then it would glue it down to my card base, and I don't want it to do that. I just want it to be glued to that front portion. And then I'm adding Stampin' Dimensionals here and removing these, and I'm going to add it to the front of the card. Now, before I finish up, I want to remind you to please, please, please go over to my friend Tracy's YouTube channel. Watch her videos. There are links below the video that link to Tracy, so you can go to her blog and watch her videos and get her project sheet. Please consider subscribing to her channel, giving her a thumbs up on her video. She's still growing her YouTube channel and business. I mean, I guess anybody who's doing this is still growing, but she's kind of getting a start here. So go ahead and do that and see what she has to offer. So that's my finished cards. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you need any of the products that I used today, you can shop for them at shoploveandstampin.com. Click the link in the description below the video where it says measurements and supplies to download and print the project sheet and the supply list. Till next time, keep your fingers inky. Bye.